Hi everyone, it's Athena here from Courage Coaching. Now the title of today's video is How to Outsmart the Narcissist Once and for All. And importantly, I would first like to say that in this video, some of the context of what I will talk about is my own personal opinion. It is also through my own experience. And I also would highly suggest that you do not use some of these techniques if you are in a physically abusive relationship, because some of these techniques may cause the narcissist to go into a narcissistic rage, which means that you will have to walk away and protect yourself. If the narcissist is only emotionally abusive, then you will probably be able to deal with this better. Now, the first important thing to understand when you're dealing with a narcissist is that they want to be in total control of their relationship with you, and they will constantly put you down and manipulate you and gaslight you and do all sorts of nasty things to keep you in the relationship, to keep you hooked, to keep you coming back constantly for approval, and they will probably create a codependent in you. They will cause you to have very weak boundaries, and you will end up wanting to constantly please them, even if you feel that this is not something that you really want to do. And if you grew up in a home with a narcissistic parent, then I think what I'm going to talk about in this video is going to be quite helpful for you, especially if your parent is the covert type of narcissist. Now, of course, the first most important thing about outsmarting the narcissist once and for all is having knowledge, is understanding the narcissist inside out, is knowing what their game is understanding that they constantly want to get a reaction of you, and that this reaction is narcissistic supply to them. They feed off your reaction, whether that is a positive or negative reaction, but they feed off it even more so if it's a negative reaction. So it is important for you to start your healing, to heal any emotional wounds that you have, to heal your codependency, and to stop being a people pleaser, to try and heal any learned helplessness that you may have developed having been in a relationship with someone that is narcissistic. And it is also very crucial that you start putting up boundaries, that you do not allow the narcissist in your life to invade your boundaries anymore. You want to get to a point where when the narcissist says things to make you upset or to get a reaction out of you, that you show them that you are stronger than that. That you show them that you know what they are trying to do and that you are not going to let them. And one of the best ways of doing this is by deflecting back onto them. You see, narcissists are very skillful at deflecting things onto other people. So if somebody accuses them of doing something bad, they will then make sure that it's the other person who is the one doing something bad and not them. They are very good at turning the tables around. They are very good at making the other person the bad one when they are the victim, when they are the good one, they are the one that's been wronged. So you can learn how to do this yourself. Not in a nasty way, not in a revengeful way, but more in a way where you make yourself feel stronger and you make yourself feel like you are not going to let them take you for a ride. Now, what would you say if a narcissist started verbally attacking you? Normally, you would want to defend yourself. You would react. You would get angry. You would say, no, I didn't, and da 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 da. You don't want to show them that. You don't want to show them that they are getting to you. The best way for you to talk to them in that instance is to say, well, okay, that is your opinion, but I don't agree with you. Now, in this case, you are not getting upset, you are not getting angry. You are just hearing them out and saying, okay, that's what you think. I obviously don't think the same, but that's fine. You're allowed to share your point of view. Another way of responding would be to say something like, you seem really upset. Are you all right? I just get the feeling that there's something bothering you. Now, when you ask a narcissist this question, you take the focus off yourself and you put it onto the narcissist, and you make them think about themselves and their emotions, and they don't like that, because they don't want to be in a position where they have to think about their own emotions, where they have to be confronting with their own emotions, because they don't want to be weak. They don't want to feel that they have something wrong with them. And if, of course, when you say this, the narcissist gets angrier, then remove yourself from the conversation, find an excuse, get out of the house. Oh, well, sorry, I've got to go now, I'm meeting my friend. It's okay to make up an excuse to get yourself out of this conversation, but at least you did not react. At least you did not get upset, and you remove yourself calmly from your interaction with the narcissist. Other examples can be, gosh, I'm really noticing that it's really hard for you to be positive. What are you doing in this case is you are deflecting. You are putting it back on them. They may be sitting there telling you everything that you've done wrong, and then you're turning around and saying, well, actually, I don't understand why you're so negative. Like, can't you just see the good in other people? And they will then be forced to face themselves, and they will not like it. So again, if they get very angry, remove yourself from the conversation and see how they may respond in the future, maybe when they've calmed down a bit. Now, as I said at the beginning of the video, if the narcissist in your life is physically abusive, then turning it around and stating their feelings when they are being abusive towards you is something that maybe you should not do, because a physically abusive narcissist will end up becoming more aggressive and more physically abusive if you start being smart. If you're sitting there trying to outsmart them, they will get angrier. So please do not do this if you're in a physically abusive relationship. If the narcissist that you are talking to is a covert narcissist, if the narcissist is a coward, then this would be a safe way to deal with them. Like I said at the beginning of the video, these are just based on my own experience. These are my opinions. Some people would agree with me, others wouldn't, but I will let you decide that. And if you can, of course, relate to this video, if you, of course, have done this yourself and have seen results, then please feel free to get in touch and let me know. And one last thing I would like to say is that why is it worth outsmarting the narcissist? Why is it worth saying to them, you are really negative, or you seem really angry? Why is it worth putting the narcissist's feelings back onto them? Because in this way you take back control. You do not let them walk all over you. You do not let them put you down. You constantly turn it around and make them think about themselves and make them think about their flaws, which is something that narcissists do not want to do. They do not think that they have any flaws, and of course they do have flaws like everybody does, but they are in no way capable of dealing with their flaws. They would rather hide from them. So if you keep pointing that out, they will not like it, and they might eventually lose interest in you. So that is the end of the video. I hope that you found it useful in some way. If you have any other tips, then I would love to hear from you. So please leave a comment below the video. And thank you very much for tuning in as always, and I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye bye.